Hey, it's the Preacher here, and it sure is good to be back at the reloading table. It's mid-July, and we haven't reloaded anything here since February. It took me about 3 hours to clean all the junk off, everything that's collected the last 6 months of just throwing things that I didn't have a place for on the bench. I finally got the bench cleared off, and I want to talk to you today about loading 30-06 with this particular powder, IMR 3031. If you've seen any of my reloading videos, I'm always using 3031. So you may ask yourself, why would you load 30-06 with IMR 3031? It's not a very common powder. And there's 3 reasons why I reload, and I'll give them to you in order. Number 1 is accuracy. I'm most concerned with a ammo's performance accuracy. As long as the bullet hits where I'm aiming and I make a good shot, that outdoes bullet performance, that outdoes speed. A well-placed shot on a deer or a coyote is effective. So accuracy is the number 1 thing. Number 2 is effectiveness. I mean, obviously, you know, the bullets must perform, and so there has to be some effectiveness there. Your velocity has to be at a reasonable speed in order for the bullet to perform. And then number 3 is cost. So accuracy, efficiency, and cost. And since we're reloading, we can reload some very quality rounds for a relatively reasonable price. But when you figure in cost, if you have a bunch of different powders, some you only load for every once in a while, it may take you a long time to get through even a pound of powder. And since we're talking about a 30-06, this is not a round that I'm going to go out and shoot 200 times on a weekend. I doubt I shoot this thing maybe 10 times during the hunting season once I sight it in and develop the load for it. It'll probably be something I only deer hunt with. So you're talking, I can only kill 5 deer in Arkansas. And if I shot all 5 of them with a 30-06, maybe 10 shots all year. So it would take me a long time to go through a pound of powder. Now, I have here on loan some IMR 4350, which is a very common and popular powder for something like a 30-06. So we're going to use it as a comparison to the IMR 3031. The reason I would like to develop a load with IMR 3031 is because I have so many loads already developed for that. Just in 223 alone, here I have a 52 grain spear hollow point that shoots very well in all of my my AR rifles, and so I use this a lot for coyote hunting. I have a bolt action 223, and it likes these James Calhoun bullets with IMR 3031. So these 2 bullets alone are using the same powder. Now when I switch to a bigger round for coyote hunting, or for deer hunting even, I would go to my 243. This here is a 62 grain varmint grenade with 36 grains of IMR 3031. Extremely accurate, extremely effective, and since I already have the powder, it's very cost effective. Here's a 100 grain spear soft point with 32 grains of IMR 3031. Very, very accurate, very effective, and since I'm using the same powder in all 4 of these rounds, cost is not really an issue. I always have 3031 powder. So what I want to do is develop a 150 grain load and see if I can find an IMR 3031 powder. Let's see if it works, at least comparable to something that's more popular. Now I'll confess, last winter I worked up just a handful of loads using IMR 3031. I found some load data for it, and I had some of these old, these are 150 grain soft points. They're old Hornady bullets. When's the last time you could get 100 Hornady bullets for $17 in 30 caliber? They're old. Anyways, I shot a very good group with 2 different loads of IMR 3031. So I got some new bullets. These are 30 caliber, 150 grain Spitzers. This is a Sierra Game King soft point as well. So what I want to do, what I intend to do, is try a number of different loads with IMR 3031, and then I'll take a very popular load data, something that's recommended for this, just as a comparison. We'll load these. We'll do maybe 3 to 5 rounds of each powder weight with the Sierra bullets, and we'll try to chronograph them and see what our velocity is. We'll look at our overall accuracy, and if we can find a load with 3031 for a 30-06, it'll be very cost effective. It'll be very effective as far as its ability to dispatch an animal, and accuracy, our number one thing. I think we can develop an accurate load. And so anyways, this is kind of the talk and setup video. I'm going to start working on getting these loads together. I'll do a video on loading the 30-06, and then we'll do a video on the range and just see how they perform. So anyways, if this is something you're interested in, maybe over the next month or so, we'll get the other 2 videos together, and we'll find out together whether you can develop an accurate, effective, cost-efficient load out of IMR 3031. Thanks for watching.